Hiya, my name's Mick and welcome to Scoot Suits and Boots. Scoot Suits and Boots started its life about 8 years ago as an online business selling clothing and footwear based around British musical subcultures. Born out of going to scooter rallies and that sort of thing. But I suppose really the music came before the clothing effectively because it is the music and the clothing are intrinsically joined together. After that, we opened a shop about 2.5 years ago. Not long after that, we moved into doing vinyl records, and we're also the home to a music school now as well. The music means everything. I mean, for the staff, it means listening to music that they choose to listen to rather than listening to generic music. For the customers, it's all part of the experience. I mean, we have customers that come from all over the country and all over the world. Australians are regular visitors to the shop, and when they make that journey, they want to be part of an experience. So it lends itself to that. Having a shop called Scoot Suits and Boots that celebrates certain subcultures can seem a bit narrow. So to help broaden our appeal, we put different nights on either in a local club or we put music sessions on in the shop called Black Sofa Sessions. And the genres can be quite wide on that one. That's to give a message out that you can come in and just buy a nice shirt as long as you're into music and you're quite funky, I suppose. But we also use it as a tool to reach a younger audience by engaging with them via putting on bands that they'd be interested in. We aim to put them on once a month, but sometimes it slips to once every couple of months. It depends on the availability of the local bands. But a lot of local bands support us. We support them. They're always happy to do it. They do it for nout. We help them in turn then to promote them through social media and Facebook. But then typically the people that we put on the shop, we will then put on at our Oldham Rocks night, which is an event that we hold at a local club to promote the Oldham music scene. Any customer can walk in and put any record on they want to put on. I mean, this morning we were listening to anything as diverse from Barry Manilow right through to the Clash, into the Specials. Mostly we play on vinyl. Occasionally we'll play stuff via YouTube videos and that thing on the computer, but it doesn't sound great. The upside obviously is the integrity of vinyl, the beauty of the sound, but the downside is you do have to go backwards and forwards and change the records, and sometimes you might forget to do that. The other thing is we don't have a sound system in here. We just have a record player. So the record player is situated in the record shop part of the business. If we have it playing to a level where we can hear it in the clothing and fashion elements of our business, then it can be too loud in the record shop and vice versa. So that's a limitation. We'd love to be able to pipe music outside, but we can't do that at the moment. Oh, it would have an amazing impact. I mean, when we put the bands in on a Saturday afternoon doing the Black Sofa Sessions, they set up in front of the window at the front of the shop, and there's no stage. There's a case we might be able to squeeze an amp in. It's all a bit cluttered, but we want to give those bands an experience. We want to add value to what they would do. So what we want to do is we want to put a small stage at the front with a lighting system, a small sound system. We want to link that through into the sound system right through the store. We'd like to put a GoPro camera in on a stand and a television at the back of the shop, so that we can record what they're doing, so as we can use it for our promotion, but so we can add value to what the bands are doing because they can use it for promotions as well. We'd also link it into the fact that we've got the music school upstairs. We'd offer students the opportunity to feel what it's like to play a live gig. We'd love to have the flexibility of playing vinyl as we'd love to play it, but also to be able to play it digitally, because sometimes if you're busy, a record will finish playing. That doesn't add to the experience, and if the next customer comes in, if there's not a record player, so sometimes it's more convenient on a busy day to play it digitally. It's important for us because right from day one we've always been strived to be part of an integral part, a useful part of any community. When we first started out online, the community we were involved with was in and around the scooter riding scene and the associated subcultures with that. Since we opened the shop, we've become very, very involved with promoting the local independent quarter. We feel that it's a part of that. The council have agreed to let us park the music outside to increase the vibe in and around the environment outside. So, you know, we think it'll draw more people into the shop. I think it reinforces the message that we're part of a community. Reinforces the message that we're all trying to rub along and help each other out. There's nobody quite like Scoot Suits and Boots. It does differentiate because there's only us mad enough to do this sort of thing. we don't just put music on here. We organise a vintage market once a year where we're part of the unique part about the market is we have a live music stage, and the bands that are local and some bigger bands than that will appear on the stage, and it just makes us stand out amongst our peers as being the funky place in Oldham. Music adds to the atmosphere of any shop. Anybody that knows anything about retail will appreciate that if you match the music to your brand, it will put a customer in the frame of mind where they're more likely to want to spend. They're happier, they're more comfortable. They know that they're in the right place to buy what they're at because they're listening to the music that they enjoy. I don't know a business that can survive without playing music. We would love to be involved in a launch event. We would put a good launch on, and we would tell the entire world that we're working with PRS to do it. We'd involve the bands from upstairs, the music school. It'd bring it all together: the clothing, the footwear, the record shop, the music school, the local music scene. The fact that Oldham wants to be seen as a funky place, it would bring it all together. We know that building our brand is very important, that we build it through the medium of music. In 5 years' time, we want to be known as the #1 destination for people who are interested in buying clothing, that are interested in musical subcultures. We're one of the people that clothe the various tribes within the huge family that makes up a musical subculture. Winning a £5,000 prize would take the business to another level. It would take us it would bring us in front of a much wider audience, and more than that, it would help the bands locally, and it would help our local community to raise the profile of Oldham itself.